Hello, welcome to another of my videos. This week I am going to be doing some journaling in the December mini book that I made in last week's video. So if you are new to my channel, my name is Erica. I run Cornflower Lane, where I sell my handmade journals and lots of journaling supplies. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back, and I hope you are going to enjoy this video today. So as I said, I'm just going to be doing some journaling in my December mini book, and I'm trying a different way of journaling. I've never actually journaled like this before. I normally do a whole page from start to finish, but this time I'm going to go through it and put all my photos in first. I do add a bit of decoration, like some like here with some tissue and a few bits of trim, but overall I'm not going to decorate the pages completely. I'm going to stick all the photos in and then go back and add all the decoration later. I decided to do it this way mainly because I don't want any spare pages in this journal. I want it to be completely filled, and I'm pleased I did it this way because I did end up not using all the pages, and I took quite a few out of the middle. So yeah, I just wanted the whole journal filled with no empty pages. So I did it this way and it worked quite well. I'm not sure it's my favourite way to journal. I think I prefer to just do one page and just complete it before moving on to the next one. So I'm not sure I'll be doing it on a regular basis, but for this it definitely worked for me. It did take me a while to get going. I sort of couldn't really decide what to start with. I wanted to put this date card in to say when we went, but it's not actually from the year that we went, so I decided against it in the end. I just thought it wasn't really needed, and I wrote the date anyway that we were there. So at the beginning I did a quick flip through and showed you all the bits of ephemera that I've got to include in this journal. So I've got quite a few receipts, I've got the plane tickets, and I've also got things like the NHS certificates, COVID certificates, and I'm going to include all those. I think I've put quite a few bits in a bag at the front. I was originally going to put it in the front cover, so the front cover I'm using is a mailer, so it had a pocket, and I was going to put this in there, but I decided against it, and I actually sealed up the pocket, so it's not really a pocket anymore, and I put these things in a bag inside the front cover because I didn't think it would work very well, and with everything sticking out of the side, I just didn't think it would work with when the journal was closed. So here I'm just making a tab for the top of one of the pieces of paper. I've added like a tab on top of each of the things just so that you can tell that they can be pulled out and nothing really gets lost. And on this piece of paper there's actually a shopping list as well that my husband wrote, so I've just written that he'd written that shopping list on there as well, because it's just another added bit of interest. So yeah, as you can see, all those things have got like something to pull them out with, and here this is where I was originally going to put these sort of sticking out, but I'm glad I didn't in the end, because the way I've tied the journal closed, they just wouldn't have worked. So I've got this paper bag that I end up using, and I end up sticking it in the front of that front cover. So the thing I really liked about this journal is because I'd used all scrapbook paper, I didn't have to put down any pattern paper before I stuck the photos down, so I just made a conscious effort to just stick the photos straight down and worry about the sort of finishing touches after. But I really liked that it kind of made it a bit easier and quicker that all the papers were scrapbook paper. So if you've seen me doing any of my journaling in my everyday journal, you'll know that I have a mix of paper. So there is some scrapbook paper, but I also use sort of plainer paper or ledger paper, and then maybe stick a bit of scrapbook paper under a picture, under a photo when I stick it in, which works quite well because obviously scrapbook paper is quite a lot thicker than like a normal paper. So I think you would end up having, I mean, I have chunky journals anyway when I finish them, so they would be even worse if they were filled with scrapbook paper. But yeah, I did enjoy not having to worry about adding any pattern paper, it was just already in there. Now, going through this journal, you'll see I have tried to cover up and hide the journaling a bit. Not completely, sometimes you can see a bit of it, and obviously you'll always be able to see, like, I stick a tab on here to show that it can be opened. But I didn't want the journaling to be dominating the page. I wanted the pictures to sort of stand out and the journaling just to be almost an afterthought, but just there if you wanted to read about the about what we did. So I have hidden quite a lot of the journaling or covered it over. So I had originally thought I would only have enough footage to do one journaling video in this journal, but it turns out I have a lot of footage, so I'm going to split it up. I think I'll have enough for 3 videos in total, so I will do another journal with me video next week in this journal and probably the following week, and when those are done I will do a flip through to show you it all completed. I hope you've enjoyed watching me create a couple of these pages today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye!